Yes guys, welcome back to another video I'm doing here on the channel. Today we are back with another Racing to Glory video. The proven only one way to end the working week, and that is with an Ascot United video. Today will be the day that we start off our new campaign in the division above. The Bet Victor Isthmian South Central Division. Obviously we got promoted in the last video. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a quick look at the fixtures. See what we've been up to recently. Sorry, just hang on. I'm just looking. It's literally all kicking off outside. Cars are honking their horns and getting angry and that. But yeah, I'm not going to get distracted. Sorry. Anyway, back to the video. Yeah, I mean, we've had some wins, we've had some losses, and a draw. You know, nothing major, nothing sort of too strenuous or serious. You know, we lost to Cheltenham. Expected. We lost to Barnet. Expected. The others were good results, I'd say. And Joe, we look to be going in good form. What the board want? They want a mid-table finish this year, so sort of like here, from sort of like 9th to 11th. They want the third qualifying round of the FA Cup, which is going to be very tough. This is a board who really, their expectations are really high. We've got to win like 1, 2, 3. Got to win 3 games just to get to that round in this tournament. So that's going to be tough. They want the second round minimum of the FA Trophy. I mean, again, that is just an absolutely ridiculous requirement. And then the Alan Turvey Cup is not important, so they're not fussed about that. Talking of the league, I say the board, I meant the media predict we're going to finish top and get promoted. I personally can't see it happening. But then saying that, we have got a lot of teams in the media Dream 11. And what we are going to do now is have a look at some of the players that I have signed. Where is the... No, I need the transfers. I need transfer history. So we'll do the ins first. What we are going to do is I'll show you some players that I bought in and have then released because I don't think they're good enough. So I bought them in and it hasn't worked out pre-season. I've got rid of them because, you know, we can't keep just bringing in players and, you know, money's tight in that. So Chris Flood is one of these players who you can't see his scout summary because obviously now I've released him from the club. We bought him in. It says no appearances. I could have sworn he played some friendlies, but down here it's saying none as well. So I don't know why that is. But yeah, that's, you know, he's a great player, some great experience, but we've got better players, you see. And he's 32 years old, playing very versatile, playing a lot of different roles, but we have better players, better younger players than him that we can play. I thought that was one of my favourite signings at the start of all this. At the start of this transfer window, and then that soon went out. That didn't go to plan. Ricky German coming in, 3 stars at the moment, 3.5 star potential. A striker who can play on either wing, and is a good player. And he has spent time at Crawley, even getting in their first team for a handful of matches in League 2. Started off at Chesterfield, even got a few appearances over a couple of seasons with them. So yeah, a good addition to the squad. I'm very happy to bring him in. Raul Ovenden was another one that we brought in and let go. A central midfielder who can play deep defensive midfield and centre back as well. And the reason we let him go was, again, I just didn't. We brought him in. We're thinking, you know, like when someone's better, like their scout report's saying, and then they come in and then they drop down a bit. That another case. A player who's very obviously, what's the word I'm looking for? Very experienced in non-league football. Only 23 years of age. Welsh player. I don't think he's played in any of their youth. No, he has. He's got 3 under-21 caps for Wales, but he wasn't what we expected, and that didn't work out. Ben Salt coming in, 3 stars at the moment, 4.5 star potential. Can play either central midfield or attacking midfield. 19 years of age, so obviously, you know, you think back to Chris Flood, 32, Ben Salt, 19. Ben Salt's better than Chris Flood. You know, it's a no-brainer, and there's more like that throughout this window. It's been at Lincoln, it's been released from Lincoln without ever playing a game, and he's come to us, and we're very happy to have him here. because I think he's a very good player and can do great things with the club. Jack Houghton, central midfield player, 20 years of age, 1.5 stars at the moment, 3-star potential. More of a youth player, I'm thinking, to start off with. He's going to be in the under-23s. Started off at Cheltenham, got released. Been at a few clubs since then, but he's going to be in our under-23s and we hope that he can do well. Shane Selvey-Kersey, a centre-back who can play left-back and defensive midfield. 18 years of age, 1.5 stars at the moment, 3-star potential. Been released from MK Dons, and we've decided to take quite a risk and bring him in and see if he can live up to that potential. Matthew Gibbons, a right back, coming in, 2 stars at the moment, 3.5 star potential, 19 years of age. Been released from Brighton, was a free agent. We bought him in, hoping again another player that can live up to expectations. Ethan Vaughan, a right back who is very, very dubious in the centre back role, but so he's predominantly a right back. 2.5 stars at the moment, 3.5 star potential. Was released from Cardiff, never made an appearance, has been released and we've bought him in. Kieran Smith, another right back, 2 stars at the moment, 3.5 star potential, going into the under-23 side. And yeah, we're hoping that he can do good things for the club. He has been around quite the sort of, what's the word I'm looking for, quite the experienced career for such a young head. You know, he's only 21 and he's been all over non-league. So yeah, very excited to bring in that signing. Kenneal Barrett, another right back, going into the under-23s, 19 years of age, 1.5 stars at the moment, 2.5 star potential. Played well for Harrow last season in this division. Made 33 appearances and got 7 goals and 1 assist. So, you know, and that was all after being released from Port Vale, the league side. So, yeah, we was quite happy to bring him in to see if he can aid his development in any way. Freddie Hines, a striker, 23 years of age, 3 stars at the moment, 3.5 star potential. As you can see, he has only scored 2 goals in his career, a long career, but he's only made 31 professional appearances. The bulk of them being at Bath when he was on loan in the Vanarama South. He made 12 loan appearances for Cheltenham as well, but you know, it's not that he didn't really make the sort of grade at Bristol and Luton, and he's come down to us. We're very excited and hope that he can be a really big player this season. Scott Twine, another striker who can play on either wing, 3.5 stars at the moment, 3.5 star potential, 23 years of age, has scored goals in League 2 and in the Vanarama South. So it was like a no-brainer. Bring him in, see what he can do. Played the bulk of his career at Swindon. With some loan spells there, and we bought him in for free, and it was a brilliant signing because he didn't want to come, and we sort of kept on and kept on the case, and eventually he's decided to sign. Noah Watson, an under-23 player, 19 years of age, a left back who can play centre back, 1.5 stars at the moment, 3 star potential. He's coming in for free from Histon, I think, or he might have been a player that's been released, and we bought him for free. He played a lot of appearances, 31 appearances for Histon last season, did okay, and he was originally at Crystal Palace where he was released. Ty Fleming from Concord Rangers, 20 years of age, centre-back who can play right-back as well, 1.5 stars at the moment, 3.5 star potential. Someone who, again, a bit of experience for such a young head, has done well everywhere he's gone, as you can see from his stats. You know, and that's it in, you know, the Vanarama South and Premier Division, Victor Isthmian Premier Division, and the South East Division. So he does well where he goes. He was originally at Norwich, spent some time at Yeovil, and didn't really do anything there, no appearances or anything. But we're excited to bring him in, and hopefully he can do well. Harrison Tilson, an 18-year-old striker going straight into the under-23s, 1 star at the moment, 3 star potential. Was released from MK Dons where he never made an appearance, and we brought him in to hope that he can carry on with his sort of upward trajectory of development. Edward Jones can play right back, left back, centre back, 20 years of age, 3 stars at the moment, 4.5 star potential. Was originally at Bury, he then went to Stoke. For some reason, I don't really know how that happened, because that's quite a jump up from Bury to Stoke. And then obviously Stoke have released him, and we've bought him in for free, and we're very excited that he's going to be a very important player for us this season. Dewey Powell, an 18-year-old goalkeeper going into the under-23 side. As you can probably already tell, a lot of the players are going into the under-23s to start off with. 2.5 stars at the moment, 3.5 star potential. Was released from Chelsea. We bought him in straight away. Seemed like a no-brainer, and we're very happy with that signing. Adam Alexander, an 18-year-old central midfielder who can play in defensive midfield. 4.5 stars at the moment, 5-star potential for an 18-year-old. He was released from Leicester, and we moved quick to get him in, and that was a very, very good bit of business from us. Then lastly, Seth Broadbent, our goalkeeper, 18 years of age, 3 stars at the moment, 4.5 star potential, was released from Wolves, never made an appearance. That seems to be the way for us this season, and we brought him straight in, and hopefully he can do well for the first team. Oliver Artwell left to go to Wimborne for free. Didn't really do much for us while he was here. Made a couple of senior appearances, but the bulk of his appearances was in the youth team, as you can see. So he didn't want to stay anyway. So we didn't get much say in it, but we're not too upset about that. And Jordan Cullinane-Lebird has gone to Taunton, and again we're not fussed about that at all. Although he had a good season for us last year, I think we're going up another step. It's probably too good for him, but in saying that, he's signed for Taunton, who are in the Victor Premier Division South. So, maybe they see something different. But yeah, he was with us for a few seasons. He was causing a bit of trouble. It's sort of like in the dressing room as well, just moaning and that. So we was very relieved and happy to get him sort of released from the club. Is that how you'd say it? So yeah, and very excited, very, very excited with how things are going. We're well over the wage budget by over £2,000. So we need another big season to justify that. And we're going to start today against Met Police. And hope, as we always do, that we can pick up a victory. The team we're putting out there today to hopefully pick up the victory is... I've just realised that there's a few players here that I haven't introduced you to. For some reason, they didn't come up on that last screen, so I'll just do it now quickly. Luke Robertson coming in, 24 years of age, central midfield player, 2 stars at the moment, 2-star potential. He's not the best, I'm not going to lie. Has played and made a lot of appearances. That was one of the reasons, a bit of experience with all the sort of youngsters in there. Even though he's only 24, he's got football experience at these different clubs. That's why we brought him in. Harold Odometi, coming in, 29 years of age. He can play central midfield and defensive midfield, 2.5 stars at the moment. 2.5 stars at the moment, 2.5 star potential. And as you can see, spent time last year at Dagenham and Redbridge for quite a few seasons, 3 seasons in the end, and did well for them, and has played non-league all his career. Very experienced head, and we thought we had to bring him in when he became available. Joe White, the 23-year-old striker, 2.5 stars at the moment, 3-star potential. Another player with experience, scored 8 goals with Biggleswade one season, 20 goals the season before, so we know he's a good goal scorer, got an eye for goal. Got 17 appearances and 6 goals for Wealdstone as well on a loan spell in the Vanarama South, so we know he can score a goal. He's not shy of scoring and taking the limelight. Dan Lowther, 23-year-old central midfield player who can play in defensive midfield, 1.5 stars at the moment, 2-star potential. Another one like the Chris Floods, and there was another one that I brought in and released, Ovenden, that is gone much further down once we signed him, which is frustrating, but that happens. He has experience. That's one thing. He started off at Newcastle, to be fair to him, never made an appearance there though, but even still, that's a good, that's a good place to start your career. And lastly, Francis Cale, 24-year-old centre-back, 1 star at the moment, 2-star potential. He's not going to do anything really. He's got bags of experience in non-league football. Started off at Bolton, never got an appearance, but we felt we had to bring him in and see if he can do anything. For some reason, I don't know why they didn't show up on the transfers thing. And there's a few more here that hasn't, that I'll just quickly go through for you. Adam Rathbone, a central attacking midfield player who can play in defensive and central midfield. 1.5 stars at the moment, 4-star potential. Coming in... Oh, okay, we got him at the end of last season. That must be why he didn't show up. has been at Kingstonian and Port Vale, never made appearances at either of those clubs, and we've brought him in and hope that he can do something for us in the future, possibly. Is there anyone else? Theo Saki-Mensah, I know you won't know him because I haven't introduced you to him yet. A left back, 21 years of age, 1.5 stars at the moment, 3-star potential. As you can see, started off at Stevenage, didn't really work out for him there, and since then he's been playing non-league football and doing very well at it. So a player that we had to bring in, one for the future possibly. Alex Green, is he a new player? 19 years of age, centre mid, defensive midfield, centre back, right back, 1 star at the moment, 2.5 star potential, 19 years of age. Alex Green, is he a new player? I think, yeah, he's a new player. We bought him in for free. As you can see, he's done well in previous non-league seasons. So, yeah, excited to bring him into the team to see if he can do anything. I've already showed you Harrison Tilson, I think, the 18-year-old striker. Yeah, I've showed you him. MK Dons was released from them and we bought him in. So that is everyone, I'm thinking. There can't be anyone else. Yeah, that's it. So that's all the players that we've bought in. And the team for today, to hopefully pick up our first league win of the season and one of many more to come. We've got Broadbent in goal. We have Jones, Roberts, Bayliss and Evans in defence. We have Patton and Alexander in central midfield with German on the right, Twine on the left, Salt in the middle and Sangair up front. I haven't showed you Ben Patton. Ben Patton, look at all the positions this Canadian 22-year-old can play. He's played 14 caps for the Canadian national team. Look at all these positions. I'm not even going to go through them. You can see them for yourself. Centre mid, defensive mid, on the wings, in the defence. 3.5 stars at the moment, 3.5 star potential. Was at Blackburn, got released from Blackburn, went to Ipswich, didn't play for either of those teams. Finally come down to Stratford on loan and made 13 appearances, but he is going to be a very, very good player. And he was one of my first signings, and I was very excited to sign him. I've just realised there's 2 more players that I haven't showed you. Ben Bayliss and a 19-year-old centre-back, 1.5 stars at the moment, 2.5 star potential. Was at Mansfield, got released, went to Hamwell in non-league football and made some good appearances for them. And we brought him in and hope that he can do well. And lastly, Nathan Evans, a left back, 18 years of age, Welsh player, not made any sort of caps or youth caps for them. 2 stars at the moment, 3-star potential. Coming in, Burton, he was at Burton, been released, and we brought him in. So I hope that's everyone now. That was a bit of a strange one. Players sort of popping up from all angles. New players that weren't on that first list. Obviously, Met Police, they're a good side, they're a good team. We know this because we've had a little look at their sort of squad or their team history and that. And, you know, they're a good established non-league team. We've got a dangerous free kick here, Scott Twine, and he puts it in the back of the net. That's our first goal of the season, and not a bad way to start off this season with a lovely goal from the free kick inside the D, just on the edge of the area. Scott Twine put it the keeper's side, but put it so far in that top corner he couldn't get to it, and that's 1-0, and that's a great start for us. We're very, very happy with that so early on as well. Hopefully now we can keep sort of calm and play some good football. Obviously, we know it's not going to be as straightforward as that, as Met Police are coming forward now onto us. We have to defend well, have to stay strong and keep switched on for 90 minutes of the game. It's going to be tough. We've run it back low, and Scott Twine's played that down the line, and Sangair's run onto it. He's through on goal, he shoots, good save, should perhaps score. Chances like that, we need to start scoring more of them. I think last season we wasted too many chances, like from one-on-one situations and that. And from the corner, the resulting header is saved, and another corner is just about to be taken. Scott Twine going across to take that one as well. This time not as good a corner, and it's cleared, but we pick up on the second ball. It's whipped into the box. At the far post is Patton. He plays it to Sangair, shot deflected, and then Patton picks up on the ball, but he's then tackled, and that goes out for a throw-in. But yeah, very, very happy with how we've started this game. On the front foot, playing well. You know, the media predict us to finish top of the table is strange. I know we put in some good signings and we've got some really good players there and that, but I wouldn't have thought that we would be favourites to win this league, you know, back-to-back league titles. But, you know, maybe I am wrong. And it does often happen, but not often, to be fair. But, yeah, you never know. We've just had another chance, which we've wasted. We've had 9 shots so far and only scored 1 goal. I want us to be more clinical. That is the frustrating thing. Twine has played the ball over the top again. Sangare's through on goal, and this time he puts it away, no mistake. Scott Twine having an amazing debut, professional debut, amazing debut for us in a competitive game. Obviously, he's played a couple of friendlies and that, but this is his first competitive game with us, and he's scored and made an assist as well. So yeah, very good performance from him so far. Faizu Sangare continuing from where he finished last season. A bit of a sort of kick in the teeth was Eze left us at the end of last season, which was quite annoying because at that point we didn't have other strikers in the team apart from Sangare and Owusu. We've then since brought in players. Sangare has scored again from the corner, not free kick, the corner's whipped in, Sangare heads it. That's another assist for Scott Twine, another goal for Sangare. Them two seem to be linking up very well. Two very similar players. And yeah, I mean, a very, very good first half. Positive football, positive play, and yeah, no question really that we're good for our lead. You know, we've earned that. I mean, that's no disrespect to Met Police. They've been in the game, but we've just been more clinical. You know, from our 13 shots, 11 of them have been on target. That is good. I'm happy with that stat. It's just, you know, from them 13, we've only got 3 goals. We need to be more clinical. Sangare's scored. I'm not going to celebrate because I've seen the offside flag go up. To be fair, it did look offside. We'll have another look now. Patton just delayed the pass, and as you can see, our line is the red line, the defence is the yellow line. It's clearly ahead. It's clearly offside. Good decision from the linesman. If in some magical universe VAR was introduced down this far into the English football system, we wouldn't have needed it for that one. Good decision from the linesman, and yeah, offside is the call, and it's the correct call. We're playing well. The second half, I think we've kind of taken our foot off the gas a little bit, even though it's saying that we have had a goal disallowed. But yeah, we've taken our foot off the gas a little bit. Twine now run into the box. I think that's just clipped the post. Not the best of chances. Scott Twine needing to sort of calm down a bit in those positions and more sort of composure. And we would have liked a clean sheet to start the season off, but that has been taken away from us in the 66th minute. And it was a corner for them as well that got their goal whipped in, and their man had like a free header. Poor defending. Something I'm going to have to take a look at is the defending of set pieces, because we can't be having players coming in with free headers like that. And yeah, they're on the attack again now. Met Police. This is what we don't want. Territory we don't want to be in. Of them scoring another goal, you know, we need to sort of get back a bit of possession and calm the game down a little bit. The away fans, obviously, there's no sort of COVID in this Football Manager game, so there's fans at the stadium. Their away fans will be making some noise as their second goal goes in. And just like that, the game has completely changed. And yeah, we now look quite nervous. The way we was dominating the game earlier on has kind of disappeared, and now we're left with, I mean, why is it showing it again? We know it wasn't offside. We know it was a good, legitimate goal, so let's just get on with the game. But yeah, if we potentially lose a 3-0 lead here, it would just be absolutely heartbreaking and devastating for us and for our confidence. 3-0 up at half time, and you know, drawing 3-3 would be just such a large bump in the road. They've got a corner now, putting us under some pressure. They scored from their first, I say their first corner, I meant to say their first goal come from a corner, and I thought the second one was as well, but luckily it was a poor corner. It's gone well over everyone and out for a goal kick. Edward Jones is nervous, so we're going to bring Ty Fleming on for him. We don't want any nerves in our sort of defensive line. Alexander's also going to come off. But who should I bring on? Robertson or Odometi? We're going to bring Odometi on for the last, 4 or 5 minutes of the game. Hopefully we can hold on. There's 2 subs, bring them off. A couple of players who have had good games but are looking a bit nervous and a bit sort of anxious for these last few minutes. We don't need that in the team, because nerves and that it creeps onto the other players, and yeah, that's not a good thing, especially in a situation like this. We need to keep a bit of possession here. End-to-end football, the neutral must be loving this, but I certainly am not. German's on the ball now, tries to cross it in, it's deflected. Fleming picks up on the loose ball, plays it to Patton, back to Fleming, forward now, but giving it away, but Fleming picks it up again. Patton on the ball now, what can he do? He tries to spread it wide and it's cleared, but Roberts picks up on their clearance, plays it back out to Twine. Twine runs into the box now, he's got time and space, he shoots and there's the goal. That could be the winner. Scott Twine with his 2nd of the game. What an absolutely invincible performance he's had for us. 2 goals, 2 assists. This assist though goes to Aaron Roberts, a great forward pass, and Scott Twine took it round his man, cut inside and shot with pure venom right into the back of the net. No saving those ones. And yeah, very, very happy that we've restored a 2-goal lead. They're now on the attack again, but Broadbent comes out and claims the ball well. Good goalkeeping from the young 18-year-old, and he throws it out to Fleming, who's got a bit of time and space. Plays it forward. We can't get the ball. We've won it back. Have we? Yes, we have. I don't really know what happened there, but we've got a penalty. That's the main thing to take out of all of this. We are going to let Scott Twine take it, see if he can get a hat-trick. We would have probably changed it to German had Twine not have been on a hat-trick, but he's on a hat-trick and he's got a hat-trick. What an amazing start for that left midfield player, or that left winger. It's more winger than a midfield player, and absolutely fantastic for us. Right into the back of the net, right into the corner of the goal, and that's 5-2, and that is a good performance from us. There were a few negatives, obviously the sort of this period here where the mouse cursor is just above the balanced icon, that sort of period of time where they got a couple of goals and we looked shaky. They've then got a goal now, drawn 1 back, 5-3 consolation goal right in the 93rd minute of the game. It was good forward play from them. They're a good side. We're going to have to keep an eye on them this season. Fleming diving in, not winning the ball. And Broadbent gets a strong glove to it but can't keep it out. That's fair enough. We can't blame him for that. That was a good shot from close distance. We have now scored a 6th goal just to finish it off. Ben Salt with the goal and a 3rd assist for Scott Twine. That's a hat-trick of goals and a hat-trick of assists for Scott Twine. Free kick whipped into the box, a free header at the back post for Ben Salt, and he heads it into the back of the net. And that's a 6-3 win to end the first game of this new season, the new chapter here at Ascot United. Very, very happy with how that's gone here today. We knew it was going to be a tough one. The first game in the league above was always going to be tricky. What we noticed before this game was we noticed that Jersey Bulls won this division last year. We're hoping to do the same and do the double promotion. That would be our goal, obviously. Ascot outscore Met Police and Thriller. Scott Twine, spectacular Ascot debut hat-trick. Twine catches the eye during Ascot win, and he did. He was fantastic. What a team player. 3 assists, 3 goals. You can't ask for more than that. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. We'll always normally just do the one video. We'll probably skip all the way down. Next video will be the Emirates FA Cup 2nd preliminary round. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you next time for another video. Cheers.